2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Patrick Williams was a 5-star recruit out of high school. Now, scoring came easily for him, but he chose Florida State to learn how to play defense. He said offense will take care of itself. It takes somebody special to sit down on defense. Stops are what win the game. And Kevin, that two-way game saw him taken 4th in the 2020 draft.
Yeah, I love his game. That was a good report. Thank you. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And that game against the Pacers, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Green is out there with DeRozan. And it's Vucevic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Lakers. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Kent Bazemore is out there with Jordan. Greg, for teams that are slow out of the gate, their fans can really be impatient and unforgiving.
Yeah, the media, too. I mean, I played New York, so in that town, you go big or you get talked about. And it happens in small towns as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Chicago with the ball. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
Sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
Now here's Westbrook. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Tipped away. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Westbrook. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Bulls going the other way now. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Here's Davis. Green with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Ball. Last game out he had 14. Here's Vucevic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him and he's going to get the ball to him.
It's Westbrook with the drive. James against DeRozan. Green breaking loose. DeRozan's shot is off.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
You know, back in 2012, the Orlando Magic decided to move on from their franchise player Dwight Howard. They traded him in a mega deal involving 4 teams, receiving 6 players and 4 picks.
That's good from Davis on the assist by Westbrook.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Now here's DeRozan. We saw him with 19 points this last outing.
And in that Dwight Howard deal, one of the pieces the Magic acquired, a 22-year-old center by the name of Nikola Vucevic.
And Vucevic only averaged 5 points a game as a rookie, Greg, but what a pickup Vucevic would turn out to be. Staying with Orlando for a long time and ultimately becoming an all-star. He's a highly productive player in the center position.
And there it is for him.
You know, even inside Westbrook, unstoppable. He plays with great confidence and also tremendous force for a guard.
Now here's Ball. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. DeRozan passes to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Levine, one of the very best high flyers in the league, showing you the elevation right there.
Pass to Jordan. Kicks it out to LeBron. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Davis. Jordan trying to free himself up. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Back to Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Westbrook against Ball. Westbrook passes to Jordan, and he makes that one.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Kicks to Levine. And Davis pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Westbrook passes to Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got 6 points.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Ball dishes to DeRozan. 3D that time from James.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Westbrook can't get it to go. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 2. Ball. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Boy, DeRozan showing you good recognition there. Saw the gap in the defense and fired the pass to the wide open man. Doesn't get much better than that.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Now when Lonzo Ball entered the league in 2017, Greg, there were major questions about his shooting. And he struggled, of course, during his rookie year.
Yeah, and shooting 30% from deep and under 50%.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. The 2 megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Russell Westbrook out there with Monk, and it's Bazemore at small forward. Ball kicks to Caruso. LeBron against DeRozan. They grab their own miss. Jones, no luck. The Lakers in the lead. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the lead remains in local three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that score. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And the Lakers making a change here. Jordan's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Green is checked in for Derek Jones. The pass to Vucevic. Green breaking loose, and the Bulls with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 5. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
For 3, Westbrook. Rebound by the Bulls. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Levine's checked in for Chicago.
Third team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Bulls, Zach LaVine.
Now Ball. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
All the reach you need to throw it down there. Vucevic making it look easy.
James finds Westbrook. It's stolen by Vucevic. Levine passes the ball. 11 feet away. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 3. There's the dish to Westbrook. It's stolen by DeRozan. And, oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Westbrook with the block.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there, too.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. DeRozan surveying the D. 6 to shoot. Over Jordan.
Jordan is such a defensive presence. Really key that he stays engaged at that end of the floor.
Left side, Westbrook. Passes to Bazemore. Back to Westbrook. He doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there from Ball. Green finds Ball. Now Levine. Pass to DeRozan. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Nothing to think about there with DeRozan. I mean, the quick trigger, just catch it and shoot it.
Here's Westbrook. That one good for 2. And the Lakers lead by 3.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Ball with the bucket.
You got to be composed when you go inside, knowing that you're going to have some contact and resistance facing you. Ball unafraid to get it deep inside.
And Ball with the block.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Green taking his time here. Back to Ball. Feeds it to Vucevic. Over Davis. And it's Vucevic missing. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Left side, DeRozan. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Lakers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Westbrook. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Levine finds Ball. Outside DeRozan. Makes it off the glass. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
Guys, you remember when DeMar DeRozan first came into the league? He was just really a raw athlete. Now he's a finely tuned offensive juggernaut.
Los Angeles calls timeout. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive schemes.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And, Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing.
And so it's Chicago, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Frank Vogel. Coach, your team is down at the half. What has to change?
Well, it's still early in the game. Okay, we're a little bit out of sync offensively. We just got to get into a rhythm.
Good passes lead to good offense. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They ended the second with a solid 9-point lead. A nice show of force by them. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
Well, they were really in attack mode. The most telling stat is how many times they got to the free throw line. They weren't all afraid to get their hand and get those elbows.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Zach LaVine. He's really been playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So for Chicago right now, in the backcourt, it's Ball and LaVine. Vucevic is out there with Green, and it's DeRozan in at the three, the small forward. Lakers trail by 9. Here's Westbrook. Trying to get open is Davis, and the dunk by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Pass to DeRozan. Over in the corner, Green. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Lakers ball.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Lakers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Westbrook dishes to Jordan. And Bazemore kicks to LeBron. Now the pass to Davis. Now here's Bazemore. LeBron passes to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game. Chicago leading by 5. Ball with it. 8 points for him. Outside, LaVine. Shoots over Bazemore. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. LaVine's got 13.
Boy, I got a strong feeling that LaVine's teammates are loving this. Zach has been on an offensive tear tonight.
Bazemore finds Westbrook. Trying to get open is Davis. Westbrook, no good. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
The Bulls shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Pass to LaVine. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Westbrook passes to Jordan. And Jordan slams it home.
Boy, Jordan still going up. Man, he's been lighting up arenas for over a decade and still major bounce.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's LaVine, and the jam by LaVine.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And big men's roles have adjusted Clark in today's game. You take a young Clark Killer and put him in this style of play, what adjustments would he make?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin. I would love to play this up and down, wide open style of basketball. I'm just not sure if I'd be athletic enough to make it happen, but it is more of a face-up rather than post-up game. And maybe I could be part of a small ball lineup, creating havoc with big guys trying to guard me on the perimeter.
Green passes to DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, you look at DeRozan's game, and he's a powerful finisher. That's really one of the main staples of his attack.
Westbrook drives in.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
That one is no good.
Hey, making history is part of Russell Westbrook's DNA. Remember when he averaged a triple-double for 3 seasons in a row?
Lakers trail by 9. Bazemore on the wing. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Bazemore's got his second basket of the night. And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out big and competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Ball with it. Westbrook picks him up. Ball kicks to Levine. Back to Ball. Jacks up a 3. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
One of the big surprises with the NBA draft, the trade of Russell Westbrook. Westbrook let it be known he was open to another move. And it'll be interesting to see how he fits next to LeBron and AD this season.
Anthony's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. The Bulls also changing it up. Tony Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Jones comes in for Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Second team foul. Coming into the floor for your Lakers, Malik Monk.
Kicks it out to Jones. Now here's Levine. Monk defending. Caruso. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, Zach LaVine is not just a scorer. He's really good at setting up his teammates, too.
Westbrook passes to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Caruso. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Levine. Another 3 for Chicago.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Lakers trail by 6. Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Over Jones. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Anthony's got his second basket.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Bradley finds Levine. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. The Lakers with the ball. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
We've seen them make the
substitution.
And DeRozan kicks the ball. Back to DeRozan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Rajon Rondo.
DeRozan is deceptive in his height and quickness, so I think it makes him hard to guard, especially from this area.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jordan's checked in.
And DeRozan, a free agent this past offseason, took his time to find the right fit in terms of who he would sign with, ultimately choosing Chicago in a big victory for the Bulls.
And they have their big 3 all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Kent Bazemore. That's the Laker 5.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, Another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Green dishes to DeRozan. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Here's James. He kicks it to Jordan. Dishes to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Back to Jordan. It's stolen by Vucevic. Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Vucevic. And here is Ball. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Vucevic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Boy, hard to say too much about the craftiness of Vucevic's game. I mean, oftentimes, because he's so clever and so good at drawing fouls, he just toys with defenders.
So here's Westbrook. The layup off target. The Bulls leading by 13. Green, the pass to Ball. The shot misses. Great D that time from Davis.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
The pass to DeRozan. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Vucevic with the bucket.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Westbrook dishes to Davis. From the wing. They get it again. Second shot opportunity, and it's finished off inside by Westbrook. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 assists. DeRozan against LeBron. Outside DeRozan. Clock at 6. Here's Vucevic. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Davis finds Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the Lakers get it back. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Anthony Davis.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Chicago calls timeout.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Dumboya comes in for Jordan. And it's Malik Monk in for James. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it, missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
Puts it up from 7. Almost, but it rolls out. Lakers trail by 9. Driving to the basket. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Westbrook's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Bazemore passes to Westbrook. Count it. And now just a 5-point Bulls lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Ball gets to DeRozan. trying to end the drought. And that one's good, Caruso. And the Bulls lead by 8.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Westbrook dishes to Doumbouya. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Passes it the ball. And here's Vucevic. That's his 7th miss in 12 shot attempts.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Caruso. DeRozan with it. Monk defending. Right block shot. Rebound the Lakers.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And Westbrook, here we go. Doumbouya, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime.
Substitution.
Ball against Westbrook. Here's Howard. Excellent D there from Ball. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Leading by 5. Jones with it. He's picked up by James.
You know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And the Lakers call time here. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Zach LaVine.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Here's Doumbouya. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's DeRozan, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Boy, that looks like a scouting report breakdown there. I mean, the defense has to know where DeRozan wants to do the most work. That's his sweet spot there.
Bazemore finds Westbrook. Lakers passing it around. Kept alive.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Westbrook kicks to Doumbouya. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. The Bulls leading by 8. Now here's Ball. Outside DeRozan. Pass to LaVine. Now here's Ball. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th personal foul. The team is in the penalty.
56 seconds left in the 4th quarter. LaVine against Bazemore. Here's DeRozan, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Boy, DeRozan is a treat to watch. This guy is athletic, and he throws down some monster dunks. This dude is sick at the rim.
At the line for 2.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Boy, when you combine Westbrook's athleticism with the ferocity that he plays with, hard not to foul him inside.
At the line for Los Angeles, Russell.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. Bradley's checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Dosunmu, the pass to Thomas. Jones for three. No good. And it's the Lakers the other way.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now, here's Dosunmu. He's tightly guarded. So the Bulls win it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
We're focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific